Hey artists, welcome back to Art at Home. I've had a couple students reach out to me who are interested in creating their own art websites to show off their artwork. Um, so, professionally, as artists, we would call those your portfolio site. And it's what professional artists use to show their artwork off to art directors and editors who might be looking to hire artists. It's a great way to share with your friends and family too. I'll often, share a link. Hey, check out my new drawing. So, yeah, really cool idea. I'm not the best tech expert, but I'll show you what I know, and hopefully it's enough to get you started. All right, guys, let's do this. All right, so when you go to make your own art site, the first thing you're going to need to do is log into your Google account. So here I am on my sign-in page. I'm going to click Next to log in. Going to want to click on those little 9 boxes and find, you're probably going to, I don't know where you're going to log into, but you're going to want to click on Sites, which brings you to this page. Over on the left side, you're going to want to create, and you should create in New Sites. Google recommends it, and so do I. All right, and here you have your web page. You're going to want to go ahead and give this a title, and I'm just going to title mine. Got my caps lock on, Mr. Barry's Sample. All right, and think about what you want your viewers to see right away, because up at the top here, this is what people are going to think of when they see your page. So maybe it's, your name's art. Maybe it's your name's portfolio. It's up to you. I'm just going to call this one, I'll call it Pine Hill Portfolio. Portfolio is just a collection of art. Or you could call it gallery. It's, really up to you what you want to call it. Now, over here, there's 3 important buttons. We'll use 2 of these a lot. One of them maybe only once at the beginning. So we have themes, pages, and insert. Insert is what we're going to use all these tools for actually building our page, or we'll use some of them, not all of them. Pages controls the different pages on your site. So you'll probably have like a home page and a portfolio, something like that. And themes is the basic look of your page, and you can click on each thing, Aristotle, Diplomat, Vision, and they all have like different sets of fonts and kind of color themes that they use. And you can, on each one, I think you can change the color settings, which is kind of neat. I'll go with this. I like how that looks. Now, the next thing you're going to want to think about is, what pages do you want? Probably you're going to want to keep a home page. It'll be the first thing that people see. It might be very simple, or you might have a lot of information on it. I don't know. And then my guess is you would want to have another page. So I'm going to click on the plus sign. And then it asks me what my new page is, and we'll call it Portfolio. You could call it Collection. You could call it Artwork, whatever you think. And then click Done. You might have multiple pages. You might have a page that's color artwork, a page that's black and white, a page that's sculpture. It's really up to you. Oh, you will notice that when I made my portfolio page, it made that the header at the top of the page too, which is cool. It helps you know what page you're working on. I'm going to go back to the home page here. Oh, you can navigate here now. You can see you get these 2 buttons for your home page and your portfolio for you to work on either one. Now, everything is customizable. So like you might not like this background, this kind of a globy thing going on in the background, and you could change the image. You could upload your own image or select something that Google's providing from the gallery. All kinds of cool stuff here. I kind of like these simpler things. So you click it and select, and there it fills it in for you. You can always hit reset if you do something that you don't like, or just choose something different. Oh, that's pretty neat. You can change your header type, where it's set to banner right now. Title only is kind of dull. Large banner and cover. I think cover would be cool if you had your own piece of artwork that you wanted behind this. But if you're going to have a lot of content on your page, probably a banner is best because it takes up less space. Now I'm going to focus on the portfolio page for a while. I'm going to click up here on portfolio rather than home. Here we are. It has my old image. I could change that. Looks kind of cool. And really, all these choices are totally up to you. All right, but portfolio is where you're going to show off your artwork. So I'm going to click on insert. This is how I start really building my page. And there are all kinds of choices you can make here. So some valuable things to know, there's text boxes. So if you need to type something, you put in a text box. Cool. And when you have a text box, you can do the basic stuff. Make it bold, italic, change if it's centered, all the typical stuff that you can do when you type in anything. You can change the size of your text. You don't get all the choices that you do when you're typing a story or in a regular word processing program. You just get a few different ones. Heading, subheading, title, and they kind of indicate what size they are. And over here, and you can do this with everything, you have a few choices on if you want to have something emphasized, or you can actually put an image just like we did at the top of the page. Something like that. And that's up to you. I do this if I want to really highlight something. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. That's just how you use text boxes. Something I find really valuable, and you might too if you're creating a portfolio site, are these layouts. And particularly, like some of these are just for images, so this could be really cool. So I could put in this layout, and each one of these will be an image. So to add images, you just click the plus sign, and then you get a bunch of choices. You can upload an image, that'd be something you have on your computer already, or you can select an image, that'd be something in Google, or you can upload from Drive. So my advice would be this. If you have a bunch of artwork you want to show off, you want to upload it to Drive and put it all in the same folder, and this will be a really easy process. So I'm going to choose from Drive, and then it will populate this side menu with my Google Drive. And I'm going to work with artwork that you guys have sent to me. So I find the folder where all that artwork is. And I'll just grab some random pictures here. Click on the picture you want and click Insert. And there you go. So it's really helpful if you have all that artwork in the same folder. You always know where to look for it. So many cool things here. All right, here's a random picture I have. This is in a different folder. And when you have these,
You do have a few options. There's a little crop tool here that I find valuable because it kind of chooses a size for you. So you can click on the crop tool and then you can adjust what's visible. You also can take, when you click on the picture, you can change the sizes of these. So you could really have fun and get creative with how you want to lay out your page. So you can experiment with how you want to lay out your artwork. There's all kinds of different inserts. So you could have 3 pictures in a row and they give you some text boxes that you could put titles of your artwork in. You could do same thing with 2 pictures. So you have to consider how big do you want your artwork to show up on the screen. So if I do 2, they're pretty big. If I do 4, things get tiny. You could do 1 picture and then just a big area for text if you want to type in like an explanation of your artwork. So there's all kinds of options. You know, I would recommend if you're doing your personal page, make your art pretty big. In our gallery, I have it small because I'm getting so much artwork I need to fit in a lot. But I would do it pretty big if I were you. And you can put your work in and then blow it up nice and big, depending on how much you're trying to fit on the screen. Okay, I do want to show you one other option for showing off your artwork, and that if you go down below the layouts, there's an insert called the image carousel, and this thing's pretty cool. So you click on it, and then you get insert image, click the plus sign, and I'm going to click select image. And I'm going to click on my Google Drive. You might have them in different places. Again, I would recommend making a Google Drive folder and put all your artwork in it. And I'm just going to grab a bunch of kid artwork that you guys have sent to me. And this thing is cool because you can just select a bunch. Now I'm just clicking kind of everything on my screen right now. All right, so much stuff. You guys get the idea. So you can click on everything, and then down here on the bottom right, click Insert. Takes a minute, it's loading them all in. I clicked so many, it's making my computer work really hard here. I'm going to click Insert. And then it has created, I'm going to make this bigger. A mini gallery of its own. Oh, I can't click through the pictures right now, maybe. Oh, really important. Up at the top, you can click Undo, Redo, and this is super important. You can click Preview to see what it looks like so you're not getting these blue boxes around everything. So I'm going to click on the Preview. It shows me what it would look like if I publish this now. And this gallery that we just inserted, you get these arrows so you can scroll through all these images. So it's a really efficient way to show off a lot of artwork. The downside of it is you do have to click through it. So if someone's just glancing, they might only think about the first image they see and not realize they can click through and see a lot more stuff. And when you're done previewing, down here, you can click the X to exit preview. Now, I did have a student reach out to me and ask about if they recorded their own how-to videos like the ones I've been making, how you would include those. So to do that, you're going to want to go to Pages, and you're going to want to hit the plus sign, make a new page, and we'll call this How-to Videos. And there we have our new page with how-to videos. And this is going to be very much like making your portfolio, except instead of inserting images, you're going to insert videos. So you can still use these layouts. I recommend them. I think they're really cool. So I'll use this 2-1. So this way you could have 2 how-to videos next to each other. Click the plus sign, and you get a bunch of options. You could upload it. So if it's sitting on your computer, you could upload it. It's going to take a while if you do that. If you've already uploaded into your Google Drive, you're in good shape. Or if you're like me, and this is what I'll show you because it's what I have, I've uploaded videos to YouTube. So you can just click on that, and then you get the choices of video search or uploaded, and I'm going to pick my uploaded ones, and I'll just grab a random texture drawing. You click on it and say select, and voila, my video is here. You can give it a title. And maybe a little explanation. And maybe a little explanation. I always try to be, well, you have a choice. You can be clear and concise, and I think that's what I just did. Okay, it's called texture drawing. In this video, I show you how to apply pattern and texture to your drawings. Just quick and to the point. Or you could try to be kind of clever. Why don't I do one more? I'm going to click on uploaded videos. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. And for this one, maybe I'm purposefully not telling you what it's about. And just kind of giving a clue and trying to make it sound interesting. Dots? It's just dots? All right, so that's how you upload videos. You obviously have a lot of different choices. You could do 4 little pictures of your videos in a row. You could do just images like we did on the last. That works almost exactly the same as with pictures. And then, of course, you're going to want to click preview. See what it looks like. Looks great. I'm going to close out my preview. So when you have everything how you like it, you're going to want to click the Publish button. And it's going to say Publish your site, and it's going to make up a web address for you based on how you titled your page up here. I called it Mr. Barry's Sample. Web address, and it says Mr. Barry's Sample. And that's fine with me, but I guess you have an option to choose your own. I usually just go with what it's called. Click Publish. And you're good to go. I'm going to click Publish again. Yeah, this is what I wanted you to see. Oops. Well, I should show you. You can adjust, even though it's video, you can adjust the size on these things. You have a lot of flexibility, so play around. There's a lot of different ways you can change most things on this site. It's really flexible. So
All right,
maybe
artists.
I want
So
the texture
that's
drawing
what
one
I
to
know
be bigger.
about building a
So I
portfolio
kind of
website.
drag it out here.
It can be really fun.
It will automatically
There's
adjust
so
for
many
me and shrink
options
the
that
one
I've
next
gotten
to it, which is
lost
really
in just
convenient.
playing around with them. So I would recommend.
So I've made a change. I'm going to
don't
hit
feel
publish
pressure
again.
about
Every
it,
time you
just
make changes, you have to
experiment and
republish
see
it.
what you like in your website. The main things to
And
consider
when you hit
are
publish, it will actually show
who's your
you. So on the
audience
right
and
side
what do you
here, it
want to
shows me
share.
how the page is right
Really
now.
like
And
all
on the
art
left
we
side, it shows me what it looks
anything
like
that
with
you're
the
sharing
changes.
with the
So it's
world,
giving you like one
who are you
last
sharing
chance.
it with,
Do you
and
like
what
this?
do
Are
you
you
want
sure
to
you
share
want to
with
keep
them?
it this way? And if you
Same
do,
idea.
then you hit publish
All right,
again.
guys, have fun with it, and if you make a website, share it with me. I'd love
And
to
it
take a
happens
peek.
almost
All right,
immediately.
guys, see
I
you next time.
usually, after I hit
Art at
publish, I'll
home.
bring up the website.